Steve Martin. I have Russell Peters, Gabriel Iglesias, Chelsea Handler, Tenacious D. That's the pick right there. Colin Quinn, Brian Regan, Zach Galifianakis. Hey, you big-titted animal. Hey, good. So that's it. But let's when the episode's up, I will challenge you to a comedy draft on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And it gets a lot of eyeballs. It'll be fun. We'll hashtag comedy draft.
Let's do it.
Buy Russell Peters' book. Go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon draft, and buy Call Me Russell.
Call Me Russell, Inside the Outside. That's the U.S. version.
Tweet him at the real Russell P. Mm-hmm. And let him know that you enjoyed him here. So he'll tell all his friends to come back. And your opening act, who I know is like a comic on his own. He's not just your opening act. He was supposed to come and do the podcast even before you, but his wife had a beautiful baby.
Angelo
was coming, and so there's that
little baby Olivia. I'm actually probably going to see them on the way home.
That chair is reserved for Angelo. Hello to him.
I think you're going to need a bigger chair, to be honest with you.
Hello to the Flam, and tell Kung Lee whenever he's ready. God, you know what?
He was so close to coming.
You don't know how many times these guys have actually been hit in the head in their frontal lobe. I don't want him for a split second to go like, is he fucking serious? Oh, I kill him.
My assistant calls everybody tough guy. Like, he'll be like, oh, you got the headphones on. Oh, tough guy, huh? It'd be like that. And then so Kung was at the house one time, and my assistant goes, I'm going to Casa Vega. Do you want anything? He goes, oh, no, I already ate. I had some sushi. Oh, tough guy, huh? And then Kung goes, Kung goes, what'd you say? but it was more of I really didn't hear you. But yeah. My assistant almost shit his pants because he thought it was like, the fuck did you say to me? It was so
all
funny.
MMA guys, I have like a dream that just people go up to like Nate or Nick Diaz and go, the fuck you looking at, pussy? Like just the guy, especially like
especially those two guys. They're the fucking
or like
Looney
any
Tunes.
of like the 155, 165 guy, like the guys that just weigh like 160.
Yeah.
You just hope just someone in a bar goes, the fuck you looking at?
That's how usually I end up in fights, because people go, fuck you gonna do? And I go, okay.
And then you'll throw?
Yeah, I end it quick, though.
Don't you wait for someone to put their hands on you, though?
Well, I obviously, I just, you can gauge it.
Have you ever fought an Indian guy?
Yes.
Did you feel like you were sinning against yourself?
No, I just felt like, why can't my people fight properly?
How do Indian guys fight? What do they say? What's the lead up? Bring us out on a high here.
Do you know, do you remember the very, I don't like doing the joke anymore, but it's the joke I do. Somebody's going to get hurt real bad.
I've been trying to get you to do it for the last 40 minutes.
I'll tell you exactly how that happened. I was at an Indian party back in the day.
I used to DJ. Spicy.
I used to DJ these parties, and this fight broke out.
What was your DJ name?
Russell.
Oh, okay.
And this fight breaks out. And whenever there's a fight that breaks out, I am like a damn moth to fucking flight. I run towards the fight.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, maybe I could show somebody my skills, right? And so I run towards the fight, and these guys are like, all fucking barking dogs. And then this one...
All Indians.
Oh, yeah, it's all Indian guys. And that's the only time you'll see Indians fighting with each other is when they get together. They don't fight other people. They seem to have a problem with each other. So they all get, it's like this big thing, and then some really fucking fobby refugee Indian guy gets in the middle and goes, hey, no fighting, okay? Or somebody going to get hurt real bad. And I remember watching that, and my friends and I almost pissed our pants laughing when the guy said that. And that's how that saying came about, because we would just call each other and say it randomly. Be like, all right, I'm going to come by later, okay? Somebody going to get hurt real bad. And then we hang up the phone. And then I just ended up writing a joke about it. And that's how that happened.
God bless you. Thank you for coming. There's really no reason Russell Peters needs to do Mohr Stories podcast.
Well, it's a damn good podcast, young Jason.
Thank you. You're very nice. And you're following like Charlie Sheen and Brian Posehn. Our guests have definitely gone up. You've classed to join up, my man. And Ray Boom Boom Mancini, you're a fight
Mancini
fan.
In here?
He sat right in that chair.
Wow. And where did Duck Coop Kim sit?
He's at Forest Lawn. Let me tell you the weirdest thing. Not the weirdest thing, but I marched Ray up to the Kim fight. And, fighters are like, when I was an amateur, I go, nobody cares. Listen, let's just start, turning pro, blah, blah, blah. After the Kim fight, Kim got up after he dropped him and then went to his stool. So, I thought he was
in his dressing room.
He slid off the stool. He got carried out on a stretcher. But guys like you and me, I have a memory of him leaving the ring for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And Ray goes, I did too. And he said he was having a party up in the hotel room at Caesars. And he goes, and, everybody from Youngstown is there, and my mom's icing my hands. He breaks down and cries. Not that he fucking killed the guy, because that's his job.
Mm-hmm.
But the memory of his mother icing his hands, he just broke down. It was, you could have heard a mouse pissing on cotton in here, right? Do you remember that?
Hey, Jay, remember the time you lied to me?
Angie goes, no, I don't remember that. I was checking the levels, making sure you did your stamps.com raid. All right, at the real Russell P. Tweet this fool, and you know what I want to hear from for real? I want to hear from my friends the Sikhs, because I learned today that you are the warriors
They
of
are,
India.
in fact.
You are the front line, the combat engineers, the Marines, the tip of the spear.
Those are our special forces. That's who they are.
So whenever you see like a big, crazy Indian guy like in the Three Stooges, he's probably a Sikh. No, actually, he's probably an Italian dressed up like a Sikh.
Yeah, probably. Hey, bro, what are you doing?
So $10 million, Bollywood. That's your price from the real Russell P.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it happen.
It's not.
Jesus. All right, Barclays, November 10th.
Barclays, November 10th. San Jose HP Pavilion Arena, November 18th. Staples Center, December 7th. Let's make it happen.
You're playing fucking... All right, I'm going to Staples.
Yeah.
I'm going to Staples, baby. You want to go to Staples? Somebody's going to get hurt real bad.
Somebody's going to get hurt real bad.
God damn it, you're funny. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Until then, next time, put your name on it.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Ange.
Listen, sorry I had my pants off during...
And that was no problem. It was your cock slipping out of the corner of your underwear that was throwing me off.
It's really hot.
Well, it's a hot day, and
He never gets to look around.
No, I got bat wings like you wouldn't believe right now. So
you do have bat wings.
I do, because I shave.
And I was sorry about the big nut thing, but I remember when you gave me the chai tea bag, I almost suffocated.
It's true. I offered you the Arabian goggles first.
You offered me Arabian goggles, but I've only used them for a Dominican face hat. I used them for a Mexican three-fingered Mexican three-fingered oil job.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not use them. I did not use the Arabian goggles, but I used the Arabian goggles for the Dominican face hat. I did not think I would need them for a chai tea bag. And then you teabagged me, and literally your balls covered my mouth and my nose. And then this is where it got super bizarre. My eyes, which I've had happen, with older, old guys, 80-year-old guys. Mm-hmm. But then when it covered my ears.
Yeah, there was sort of a Sharpay effect.
Yeah, but I had no senses, only the sense of touch. And I knew we had worked out the safety word was like a tap out, like UFC fights.
Yeah, but I said don't tap the bag, which is what you did. I guess it was natural reaction.
I couldn't hear, I couldn't see, I couldn't breathe. I just had salty cumin flavored balls in my mouth.
There was a certain brine about it, and there was a tart kind of peppery hints of coriander.
Coriander! God damn it! Hon? Just the whole day she was going, why, but what was it? And I'm like, cumin, I wasn't going to say curry. I'm not like a hack. I know that's like stupid. But I knew you're not a curry guy. I was like, cumin, allspice. I nailed the allspice. And I was like, I can't, and I kept saying lavender. And she goes, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, I think lavender, but it was
coriander is just cilantro.
It was coriander, but in my mind, I was just stuck on lavender.
Because you had the ander.
Right. Yeah. And my wife goes, it wouldn't make sense that his balls would have allspice and lavender. That doesn't make any sense. Was he massaging your face with his balls? And I'm like, kind of. It was like a flotation tank, but with balls. And I felt no weight. I no longer felt your weight on me.
No, there was no, I'm not trying to, kill you.
But I felt your weight on me when you were sitting on my chest, but it was...
I tried to sit on my knees as much as possible.
Yeah.
Put the weight, distribute the weight.
Right, but it was when I've had balls cover my eyes, nose, and mouth, and that's like the game, like, oh my God, am I going to suffocate to death and die via ball?
Yes.
But when...
This is nuts.
The weirdest thing was... when your balls covered my ears. It's one of those things like you would never think that would freak you out, Russ. But I'm telling you, when you got balls in your mouth and you can't see, that's one thing. That's kind of like the gig. That's kind of the gig.
It looked like two sunny side up eggs with the yolks going towards your ears, But they were like chocolate.
Yes, if those eggs were made out of gray clay.
Gray clay.
Yeah, you have grayish balls, from what I remember, before everything went dark.
Well, it's because they were dry. They were a little ashy. I had ashy balls.
How is that going for you with the ashy balls? Is that better now?
I try to cream them up, but you don't want to cream them up too much because it's summertime and you don't want to create a situation down there.
Is there like a regimen you do at night before you go to bed? Like for my face, I'll use like La Mer creams around like my crow's feet, my wrinkled head. Mm-hmm. Do you have like any type of skin routine you do for your balls?
Facial scrub.
Yeah. Do you do like the sonic brush?
A sonic toothbrush.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not on my face. I just use.
No, on your balls. But is that because the head is smaller than the sonic? Because the Sonicare brush is about the size of
the Sonicare, the regular one comes with like a smaller one, like for babies' teeth.
Women use it to masturbate.
Yeah. You take the baby's teeth one, and you kind of put it right around the chota, and it kind of like, you start there because you don't want to go straight to the balls.
No.
Somebody comes to your house, you don't go, hey, this is my bathroom. So you show them around the house, living room, kitchen, Yeah. And so you start at the chota. Yeah. You don't want it in your ass. You're not a queer.
We're fucking gay. We're just talking about washing our balls with toothbrushes that vibrate.
Yeah, and then you got to hold your bag to give it some sort of so it's a little taut.
Well, otherwise it's going to be like a water wiggle. It's just going to flop around on the other side of the toothbrush at all times. It's going to look
like remember when you could make caramel apples at home and then it would just get that slab of caramel and then it would just flop over the apple? Yeah. It'd be like that. So you don't want that happening. No. So you want to give it some sort of tension.
Yeah. I gotta try that. I don't know why I didn't make the leap from Sonicare face brush to toothbrush from cleaning my balls.
You gotta change heads so you're not, a freak.
Yeah.
And not a good freak, kind of a dirty freak.
And, how's the thing with,
The sores?
I don't know, yeah. I guess we're off now, right?
What I want to do is, I've got these,
we can't figure out how you got them. We were only outside for like an hour.
I don't understand it either.
We were outside for an hour, tops.
The doctor thinks it's from shaving. I've got these two, those skin tags.
You did shave when we were outside.
I've got a skin tag here and here, right above my hog, and it looks like eyes, and chicks always laugh. Hi, he's looking at me. It's got your nose, the dick.
Some people call that herpes.
It's not at all because I can get them removed, but I'm like, it puts you out of commission for about a week, and I'm like, well, I can't take that chance.
You're throwing a lot of dick out on the road, especially because when you are Sonicare scrubbing your balls, and now you've taken it to a whole other level with the toothbrush scrubbing of your balls.
That way you don't have to carry more than one device with you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying all this because I can't believe I didn't think of it. You throw a lot of ass.
I do okay.
What's the most amount of holes you've had your penis in at once, male or female?
Females only.
Why?
I'm a snob.
Really?
Yeah, I like.
What if she's like a super nice guy? Like, you're in Ireland and it's like, I really enjoyed your show, Mr. Peters.
So if I don't come, it's not gay, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Even if you come, it's not gay. If you're just doing it because it feels good, like you'd want to marry the guy.
Yeah, I'm just jerking off with his asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't want to seem closed-minded.
Don't be obtuse.
But I'm going to stick to what I know.
Vaginas.
I like. I'm a snatch guy.
I like his other films.
The other ones.
Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
Cunts, yeah.
Yeah. But I like Snatch a lot too.
Snatch was great.
I liked that gibberish that Brad Pitt came up with. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really underrated actor.
Sexy Beast I like more than all. I
love Sexy Beast.
But I love
Ben Kingsley, who's half Indian.
Yes. He was great. Oh, you know what? Ben Kingsley's the guy that told me to use, Latisse for your eyebrows and put it on your pubes. Make some super.
I don't have pubes.
You still haven't gotten them?
I know. I shaved them off.
I know, but I don't.
I kind of got ballalopecia.
I remember. I remember that whole weekend very well, and that's why I can't believe you still have the skin tags. Because, like I said, we were only outside for an hour. Tops.
I was hoping they would have fallen off.
We all were hoping they would have fallen off. We're kind of slowing down our key. We're having a key party, and everybody's like, "I hope I don't get Russell's keys because his hog has eyes on it."
Yeah. I don't never look a man in the eyes.
And you have 4.
I have
and when you wear
4.
glasses, you have 6.
That's right.
Bifocals, 8. Keep going.
What can we do to get DECA? Contacts and bifocals.
Yeah.
At the same time.
You got a jeweler's loop 11.
The Colonel Klink one?
Yeah. Oh, no, the Bud Friedman one.
The Bud Friedman one. We just